Happy MKPJ Party Monday, everybody. We're so excited to be here today with your special edition Memorial Day Melt Proof Your Makeup MKPJ Party Monday edition. That's a tongue twister. As you know, if you've hung out with us for a while, we are here every single Monday and we have different events every Monday to support you with loving the skin that you're in with Mary Kay. And so make sure to tune in next Monday, June 5th. It is our Bingo Monday, and we're going to be doing a summer edition of Bingo as we always do. If you've never participated in Bingo, make sure to connect with your consultant so you can get all the deets of how you can participate and win some free stuff. But today, since Memorial Day marks kind of the official kickoff of summer, and a lot of us will be traveling, it's going to be really, really hot this summer, no matter where you live. We wanted to come in with some tips and some items that we use to help kind of keep our makeup looking nice. Even throughout these summer months, there are some quick things that you can grab. You'll notice we're not going to use as many tools as we normally use with some glamour items. A lot of them can be applied with your fingers. So I'm excited to be here today with some of these fabulous ladies that comprise the Ferris Firecrackers organization and chat with you. So before we dive in on that, we do, since it's Memorial Day, want to honor and recognize our first responders and the families of the members of our armed forces, those of you who may have lost somebody. We are honoring that today, and we're so thankful for the sacrifice, because we all know that freedom isn't free, and that we're so grateful for that and to live in the United States of America. So I just honor those of you that have ever walked through that, had family members in the service, or lost a family member in the service, or as first responders, as we kind of kick off this Memorial Day. And so I'm excited to be here with Kimberly and Sandra. My name is Farrah Fontaine Felix. My little box is here in Kissimmee, Florida. I've been celebrating my Mary Kay business for 15 years, and I'm a senior Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay. I absolutely love it. I love the opportunity to help women win by loving the skin they're in and supporting women that choose to build Mary Kay from a business perspective in building a successful business. So go ahead and introduce yourself, ladies. Miss Kimberly Brown, tell us a little bit about you.
My rectangle is in Cleveland, Ohio. I am an artist. I am an arts educator. I am an arts administrator. And I have been in business teaching women about skincare and makeup for close to 3 years now. And I am so incredibly honored and excited to be on a path to be in the top 1% of our sales force in the United States. So super, super excited to get to share some of what we're doing for these great dash out the door looks for summertime.
Awesome. All right. And Sandra.
Hi, Sandra here in Cleveland, Ohio, and I am an activity coordinator at a adult center. And during the day, I enjoy helping others, and in the evening, I continue my help with helping women like this to look glamorous and just enjoy preparing for summer.
Yay. Okay, awesome. Kim was feeling sad that she doesn't have 3 names, but I feel sad that the name Brown is not in my name. So it's okay. It's okay. Now I can see you guys. Until we start, I have to put my glasses on so I can see that. All right, you guys. Well, we are excited. We're going to dive in just so that you know, before we came on today, since today we're focusing on Melt Proof your makeup. If you've been with us for MKPJ Party Monday, y'all know we're all about skincare. So we did kind of complete our skincare and some other little prep things that we're not going to walk through today. So we did that. So I did my skincare. I typically use TimeWise 3D. So I did my skincare, cleanser, serums, moisturization, eye cream, and I did do a little bit of concealer prior to what we're going to do today. Kim, did you do anything in prep before we came on today?
Absolutely. Never will I put makeup on a dirty face. So I am a TimeWise repair girl. So I did my cleanser, night cream, and eye cream, but I also put on the hydrating booster just, to kind of give my skin a little bit of a zhuzh going into this makeup look. As well, for makeup prep, I did do a little bit to my brows just to kind of help to frame my face. And I did a transition color, kind of a skin tone chroma fusion color on my lid.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, and how about you, Sandra?
I am the person that put the minimum amount of makeup on, just to let you ladies know that you do not have to be glam from 3 layers. You can simply cleanse your face, moisturize, and just put a little prep around the eye area if there's a little darkness or so. And I did a little of that in preparation for this moment.
All right. Awesome. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to kind of go through 10 things that you must have this summer to keep your makeup looking good, no matter how hot it gets. So number 1, and the top 3 are going to be the primers. Okay, you need primers, yes, right? So we're going to kick off with the foundation primer. And this is actually, if you've, again, ever heard me talk before, this is in my top 5 of products of Mary Kay, is our foundation primer. So we're all using the full size. We're just going to put a little bit on our ring and middle finger whenever we're dealing with our face. We're going to use our ring and middle finger. We're going to dot a little bit of primer on our forehead, on our cheeks, on our nose, on our chin. Okay, if we were doing skincare, we would go up and out, but here we're going to lightly pull down with our primer. What I love about the primer, and I just remember the very first time that I used it, how surprised I was at how silky it feels. Yes. Silky, yep, but not heavy. Our Mary Kay foundation primer also has SPF 15 in it. So as we're moving into those hot summer months with the sun blazing, I live in Florida, so the sun is super blazing, okay? Then we've got another layer of SPF protection, just so silky, in the same way that a painter always primes their canvas prior to, using any color. Your foundation primer is going to help those foundations blend in better. You don't ever want to have a different color face and neck. It serves as a barrier of protection between your skin and then the makeup, and it adds that extra SPF. So foundation primer, absolutely love it. It is a necessity to keep your skin looking nice and to have your makeup go on more smoothly. Okay. Our next primer is our eye primer. So Sandra, tell us a little bit about that eye primer.
Our full size eye primer. I again use our finger, our ring finger, dab a little on, and I dab it together like this and just gently go over the eye here, right below the brow line, and get it all rubbed in, both sides evenly till we see no more white. Give it a few seconds or so to dry before you apply your other your colors.
Love that.
So nice and soft.
Yes. Okay. Notice we're dabbing, not rubbing, you guys. Whenever I'm dealing with my eye area, I'm always dabbing, right? This is to protect 80-year-old Farrah's eyes. Okay. So we never want to do too much rubbing and tugging. We just take our 4th finger, which has the lightest touch, and dab that eye primer on your lid, from underneath your brow to the top of your lashes, everywhere we're about to put color. All right. And then, of course, the 3rd primer you need in your life is lip primer. Kim, tell us a little bit about this lip primer.
So I'm a big fan of the lip primer primarily because I love a matte lip. So for that, obviously we want to keep our lips nice and exfoliated. We want to make sure that they're nice and moist. But just like with any other primer, this is anti-aging, and it does a great job of just kind of smoothing out that surface on those lips. And again, with a matte, we all know like those mattes will show everything up. So we want to make sure that those lips are nice and moist and juicy and smooth. And here's the other thing. So Sandra gave us, she's over here. Sandra gave us her keep it simple, and I am always here representing team doing the most. So for me, because I want to make sure that my skin stays hydrated without being shiny. At this point, the next thing that I would do to prime is I would use the finishing spray in advance of putting everything else on my face. So I'm just going to do a little of that now.
Mhm.
Team doing the most.
Yay. Yeah, and you guys, when you have high level glamour finishing spray before you do your glamour, along with putting on after, you're going to see at the end, Sandra's going to actually wrap up with some finishing spray. The finishing spray also just helps to keep that makeup on for a little bit longer. So anytime I'm doing something, going to a wedding, going to a funeral, anything that I needed to last, I'm not team doing the most. I'm somewhere in between Sandra and Kim. So I do the most for certain things, but I don't do the most every day. Okay. So, yay! All right, now we're going to get into our foundations, CC creams. Mary Kay has a variety of different things that, again, support smoothing out your look and also evening out your skin tone, protecting your skin from the world. Foundation CC creams are actually kind of a part of your skincare, serves as a barrier of protection between your skin and the world. And of course, we want to wash it off every single day. I'm going to actually use our TimeWise 3D foundation. And with that, I'm going to use our special edition, limited edition, heart-shaped brush. This is a liquid foundation brush. It is limited edition. We have a regular liquid foundation brush. Sandra's going to show you that in a minute when she applies her CC cream. However, I love this, and you can get this all summer long with the purchase of a TimeWise 3D foundation. You get this brush for just $5 more, and $1 of every purchase of the brush goes towards the Mary Kay Foundation. The Mary Kay Foundation is the charitable arm of our company, and it supports two main causes: research into cancers that affect women, and keeping domestic violence shelters open within the United States. So this summer, especially as we're moving in, a lot of times we need to adjust our foundation. We have our summer color and our winter color, right? And so if you need some help kind of matching your correct foundation as we move into the summer, connect with your consultant. And if you choose to take home a foundation for $5 more, you can get this brush and you can use it. And then also support the Mary Kay Foundation. And it's just so cute. And it's heart-shaped, you guys. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So it's a liquid foundation brush. The bristles are pretty strong because it's for liquid foundation. I'm going to use and apply our TimeWise 3D. I happen to be a bronze C160. Again, your consultant can help you match the perfect color for you. Now, Sandra's going to be doing our CC cream. So CC cream is complexion correction cream. What color do you use, Sandra? And show them the regular liquid foundation brush that we have all the time in our repertoire.
Okay. Here's the brush. See?
Nice. Love the angle.
Nice. I was just going to say the angle helps.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And here's my full size CC cream.
Is that deep, Sandra, that you
Yeah,
use?
that's deep bronze.
Yeah, I
Yep.
use deep as well.
Mm-hmm. So the CC cream comes in 5 colors. You've got very light, light to medium, medium to deep, deep, and very deep. So I use very deep just by way of example. So that's amazing. CC cream stands for complexion correction cream. Were you going to say something else about the CC cream, Sandra?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So CC cream stands for complexion correction cream, you guys. Foundations, our TimeWise 3D foundation is an actual age fighting foundation. So it has the TimeWise 3D in it, the TimeWise 3D, age fighting, B3, encapsulated resveratrol, all the things. All right. CC cream has a little bit of tint, a little bit of moisturization, and a little bit of SPF. So with your CC cream, you have that other level of SPF. I love the CC creams for like summer quick on the go looks. But I use foundation when I do like a little bit more color. And then Kim is going to actually use our cream to powder foundation. So Kim, tell us a little bit about that while we start applying.
So I'm going to put it on too. I've got the cream to powder here. Nope, here in bronze too. And I like to put mine on with my sponge. My sponge obviously is a little bit wet because we always want to make sure that it is damp before we go to put it on. And I love using the sponge because I can press instead of dragging that color along my face.
Awesome.
The cream and powder is pretty amazing too because it is one-stop shopping. So yes, I am team doing the most, but I do appreciate some one-stop shopping sometimes. Something's got to be simple. And so with this, obviously it goes on a bit liquidy, but it dries in a powdery finish, which then helps with shine.
Yeah, this is probably the foundations, whether you're using CC cream, cream to powder. This is the one thing that tools make such a difference. Whether you're using the liquid foundation brush, I'm loving the feel of this heart shaped liquid foundation brush limited edition as well, but it really helps to smooth in also so you don't have foundation fingerprints all over your walls all summer long, okay?
Yes.
All the time. So I just love that. I love the lightweight look and feel of our foundations, CC creams, cream to powder. I love the variety of shades of our CC creams. We're all in the bronze categories, but we have shades for all different skin tones. Goes on so easily, and foundations in general, from the CC cream Sandra's using to the Time Wise 3D that I'm using to the cream to powder that Kim's using, just really give you such a nice finished look. Feels nice and light. I know one of the things is we're thinking about melt proofing our makeup and moving into those hot summer months. No one wants to feel like their makeup is super heavy. So I just love the feel of a nice light application. I still take my brush and always work it into my hairline as well and into my jawline. So I'll also take my sponge and do a little bit of that as well. Okay, so let's do our quick eyeshadows. Now, again, this is not the time when we're talking about proof your makeup and a quick fun look for the summer where we're going to whip out 3 eyeshadows, mineral powders, and do all that. So we're going to share with you some quick looks. Yeah, we do that on a normal basis. So we're going to share with you some quick looks for that. I'm going to actually use our liquid eyeshadows. We have 4 colors. They kind of are liquidy when you apply it, but dry to a creamy finish. This is like where I started with makeup for 2 years, okay? Because I was literally petrified of makeup when I started my Mary Kay business and refused to actually use like actual mineral powder eyeshadows. So I did this for 2 years and it served me very well. Then I grew, okay? But I earned a card, became a sales director only using this. And so I love cream to powder eyeshadows. Super simple to apply. We're using, Mary Kay just released on May 15th, our lip and cheek color duos. And the name, it makes you think you can only use them on your lip and cheeks, but both Kim and Sandra are actually going to use the lip and cheek color duos on their eyes today. So while I'm applying the liquid eyeshadows on my eyes, they're both going to apply the cream lip and cheek duos to their eyes. So Sandra, what color are you applying? What tools are you using? Kim, what color are you applying? What tools are you using?
Well, I'm using the Luxe Lilac.
Okay.
Ooh. And I'll be using my, again, ring finger. You want to use the very delicate in your eye area. And this finger here is the one that will allow you to be gentle. So I'll dab a little. It comes out heavy, so dab little and just start from one side and work your way across. Just like this. What you do on one side, you go and do it on the other. Ooh, this is pretty.
Yes, awesome. I love it. And guys, anything that you use your finger for can only be used by you. Like no sharing. You cannot use your lip and cheek duos with anybody else. Kim, what color are you using? And I notice you're using a tool there.
I am using a tool. So, because I hate dirty fingers. So I'm using Peach Shimmer, which I tried yesterday and absolutely fell in love with, because for my summer look, I really like kind of a nice, clean, no makeup look. So this Peach Shimmer gives just enough of a pop of color and a little bit of a sparkle. And I'm loving that it's not too heavy. Now, the tool that I'm using is the cream color brush. So this is what I would typically use to put on what you're using, Pharaoh, the liquid eyeshadows. And I also sometimes will use it to blend in my concealer as well, because it just works so well with creamy colors that are in tight spaces.
Love it. And you guys will notice I just put on the cream to powder eyeshadow and I just dabbed a little bit with my 4th finger. It's the only finger I use around my eye area. And I kind of spread it out there. So again, adds a little bit of color to my eye area, but not crazy amounts of color. Okay. So, oh, look at you looking good with your Luxe Lilac. Good job.
Yes.
All right.
Pretty.
Now, I always have to use eyeliner, and Kim always loves to use lip liner. So I am actually going to put on a little bit of my liquid eyeliner here. It's my favorite. Sandra's also going to do that too. Kim's going to use a little bit of lip liner. So liquid eyeliner, I just love it because of the tip. It kind of has like a I don't know, Sharpie-like tip, really easy to use. We do have a pencil one, but the liquid one is my favorite. It's a waterproof liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to go as close to my lashes as possible, starting from the outside, moving in. Whenever I add tension to add my eyeliners, I always just add a little tension by pulling up. I never pull down, and I never pull across, okay? To me, eyeliner just brings the drama, so I love to do that, especially with my liquid eyeshadows. Kim, tell us a little bit about that lip liner that you're using.
So obviously, if I have to choose, I'm always going to choose lip liner over eyeliner. I am using Deep Nude. It is a color that most closely matches my actual lips. And it just does a really nice job of framing, especially when you're using either a bold color or like what you'll see, I'm going to use something that's very skin tone.
Yeah.
And what makes me love our lip liners so much is that they're water resistant. So they kind of create a nice matte look, which will be seamless once we get into our lip color here towards the end.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. All right. We are trucking along, doing amazing. Next, of course, what is any type of look without mascara? Mary Kay has all different types of mascara. We are each going to be using a different type. So I'm using our Ultimate Mascara. This is the one, maybe if you've ever done a glamour appointment, you might have used the Ultimate Mascara. It's the one we have samples for. It's kind of our bread and butter mascara. It has enriching conditioners for your eyelashes. All the mascaras we're going to use are water resistant, not waterproof. You know, unless you go deep sea diving every day, you probably don't need waterproof mascara on a daily basis. And so I'm using Ultimate Mascara. What are you using, Sandra?
I am using Lash Love Panorama.
That's probably my second favorite one. Yes, gives your lashes such great volume, and it has like a dual action brush thing going on. Each side looks different, so it's amazing. All right, and then Kim, you're using?
I'm using Lash Intensity. So this is the doing the most of lashes.
Yes. All right.
That's
with all mascaras, yes, of course. As with all mascaras, from the day you open your mascara to 3 months later, you must get a new one. By the end of 3 months, you guys, your mascara has more bacteria in it than a toilet bowl seat. So we're going to start at the base of our lashes, wiggle, 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 pull up, wiggle, 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 pull up. You cannot share, like I said, anything with you use your fingers. Also, mascara is never to be shared with anybody. From the day you open your mascara to 3 months later, you must get a new one. By the end of 3 months, your mascara has more bacteria than a toilet bowl seat, okay? So you want to make sure, what I typically will do is I will write on my mascara. I will, actually got a little bit here. I will write on my mascara. And if when the day I open it, I'll put here, if I open my mascara in May, 3 months later, I know I need a new one. So I would just put 8/23 here. That would remind me in August of 2023, I need to make sure I get a new mascara. Okay. So you guys see how just with a quick, easy things, mascara, a little bit of eyeliner, or even without eyeliner, and your creamy kind of eyeshadows, you can create some drama with that eye area. Kim, Sandra, yes. Looking amazing. Quick, easy looks as we get ready for the summer. And then to put it all together, just that lip and cheek color duo. So we talked a little bit about this because both Kim and Sandra did the lip and cheek color duo on their eyes, different colors. Okay. But it is, as its name implies, for lips and cheeks, okay? And again, you can just use your finger with this. I think Kim's going to use a brush. I'm going to show you with my finger. I'm going to only use it on my cheek color because I'm going to demo for the matte lipsticks for you. I think Kim is going to use hers on her cheeks. And then Sandra's going to use it on her cheeks and her lips, okay? So as you're thinking about cheek color, remember that color near your nose makes your nose look bigger. So I always want to stay about 2 finger lengths away from my nose. I'm going to be using the Spiced Berry. There are 4 different colors of this. You saw Kim use the peach with her eyeshadows, and Sandra used the Luxe Lilac. Sandra's using the Luxe Lilac all throughout, okay? Yes. You guys, it's kind of hot this summer to have your lips and your cheeks matching, and so that's what we're doing. Mary Kay's on trend, and we're ready for that. So again, I'm gonna just take my 4th finger. I love the Spiced Berry. I love all things berry, okay? And so I've got this little thing that it comes in. So I'm going to take it a little bit and a little here. I don't want it to look like Raggedy Ann. So just a light little bit there, a light little bit there. Give that flush, just ran through the forest look. Okay. How's that lilac looking? Very good. That's nice.
Yes.
That's really nice, Sandra. Okay, and Kim, what color are you using on your cheeks? And tell us a little bit about the cheek brush.
I'm using Mauve Sunset. It's kind of the one that's gonna give me the best blendability here with this no makeup look. And the cheek brush, I just can't live without it. Like, I'm the worst with getting color on my fingers. I hate it. My skin is so sensitive. I can't take it. So what I love about the brush, very similar to the liquid foundation brush, is it's got this little angle. And so what that does is it allows me to not only really kind of concentrate in the middle when I'm doing blush, but if I'm doing contour, I'm down here. And if I'm doing highlight, I'm up here. So I actually sometimes when I'm doing my chroma fusion, I'll just dip the brush in all three, just run it across, and then just get it all in one swipe.
Yes, I love
I'm not always doing the most. Sometimes I'm being efficient.
And I love the cheek color. Just gives us all just like a brightened look and a really healthy glow to our skin. Yeah, I love that. Okay, you guys, so we're going to do some lipstick. So Sandra's going to carry her lip and cheek duo that she did on her eyes and her cheeks. She's going to carry it on her lips with the Luxe Lilac. Kim and I are doing our special edition matte lipsticks. Now, of all the things that Mary Kay has come out with this summer, this is probably one of my favorites and what I'm most excited about. Number one, I just love the way that it looks. I love the brush, you guys. Oh my gosh, looks good. I love long-handled brushes too, because there is nothing I like less than a whole bunch of lip gloss left at the end because the handle of the brush won't touch it. Okay, I'm using Burgundy Orchid. Kim, what color are you using?
Must Have Mauve.
Goes on so nice and silky, nice and matte, right? The lipsticks, we've got all different lipsticks. We've got gel semi-mattes. We've got, of course, our lip glosses, which are glossy but not sticky. I just love the sharpness of the color here. Liking your lilac there, Sandra, carrying it all throughout. Good job for that. And of course, the lip color just adds like the pop, the okay, very good. Okay, and then of course we're going to wrap it all up. What kind of melt-proof makeup look would we have without those kind of things that seal our look? So Sandra again is going to use the finishing spray, which you saw Kim use earlier. I like to get a fully matte look, especially because my skin also tends to get a little oily. So I always use our silky setting powder and to finish off all my looks. And you guys, this is also kind of the cure-all for any kind of mistakes that I make. If I ever am like, ooh, that blush is a lot or whatever's a lot, then my silky setting powder is going to help finish it up. I'm using my powder brush. Got to use a tool for that. And so I put a little bit of silky setting powder. I always like tap off any excess, no blowing on your brushes because you're just blowing bacteria on your brush. Okay. And then Kim, what are you using to finish up?
I'm going to do a little setting spray. I'm going to do the setting spray kind of in the T-zone just to keep that shine down a little bit.
Love it. Okay. Very good. So you guys, we are so excited for you to have an amazing summer. Kick off officially this weekend. Make sure you connect with your beauty consultant for these or any of the products that you need to help keep your look looking great. We're all looking nice and matte and melt proof for the summer. So make sure to connect with your beauty consultant for anything that you need. We pray that you have a great summer. We're looking forward to supporting you with loving the skin that you're in all summer long. Kim, Sandra, thank you for hanging out with me today from Ohio. Thank you again to all of you that continue to support us by hanging out with us. Have a powerful On Purpose Pink week, and we'll be back for bingo next week. Thank you, everyone.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.